Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to put together just a really simple text Instastory in Illustrator. It is it's a way for you to be like kind of in control instead of letting a bunch of apps do the things that you maybe want to be in control of. So I thought this would be a really good thing to show you guys how to do. And by the way, if you want to know all the things about Illustrator, you want to join my courses VIP group, which you can join at karinagardner.com and click on exclusive VIP. Join there. You'll get all the things, PDFs, access to all sorts of tutorials. So join that and you'll hear from me every week with all sorts of freebies. Okay, so I'm in Illustrator. I'm in Illustrator 2020. So if you are in a version above or a version below, this might be different for you. But at this time of this recording, if you come into Illustrator, it will give you some presets, okay? So if you click on more presets, it will give you, if you click on mobile, it will give you items for your iPhone or for other sizes that are for mobile. I'm going to click on the iPhone X right now, and what it's going to do, and I'm going to just click on, you can't see it very well here, let's see, create. Now it's going to create the size that things show up on my iPhone. So I like to use this size if I'm working on an Instastory because it's just a really easy way to export things and make things work. So what I'm going to do here is I just want to create some simple type. I want to be able to choose my own color background. So I'm just going to come over to my rectangle tool and I'm going to just put a huge rectangle over this. You can see that it doesn't change my artboard size at all. So what I'm going to do is double click on my fill, which is over here in the corner. Go ahead and change the color to whatever you want it to be. This is the color we use for, I own a company called Miniloo, and this is the color we use a lot for it, so I chose it. I'm going to click on the stroke and click on the none, and you can see now I just have like a clean background, which a lot of times is the only thing I need, right? So let's add some type to it. So come over to your type tool. And if you just click somewhere on the artboard, doesn't matter where, you can see some type appeared. Now it's super duper tiny. So I'm just going to put some fake type in there, and I'm going to hold down my shift key, choose my selection tool, and I'm going to make it bigger like that. Okay. Now this is fake type, so there's only so much you can do with this type. But what I wanted to show you is, in order to kind of control your type, one of the things you can do is create a rectangle right here in the middle of your screen, okay? And I just created a quick rectangle. Come over to your type tool and choose it. And now if I type, if I click right on the corner, it will bring in type for me. It's fake type. If you started writing, it will bring type in for me. And what this does is it makes it so that it will only allow it to work within the bounds of this rectangle. So that's a pretty cool, pretty big deal, okay? So I'm going to take my selection tool and be highlighted on this, and then I'm going to go to Window and Type and Character, and that's going to bring up my character window, okay? Let's first make our type substantially bigger. 72. I think we need it even bigger than that. Let's go 150. Okay, so it's much bigger. And then let's change this. Right next to this is a paragraph. Let's change it to an align center. Okay, and I'm going to take off the hyphenate. I always hate the hyphenate being on because I don't like my words hyphenated. Okay, so let's create a post. So maybe say, I don't know what you've got going on. Okay, so maybe I have a live video happening, which actually does happen quite often. So here's my live video, and maybe this is it. Maybe this is all you want, okay? Maybe you just need to get the word out about your event. Okay, so the first thing is let's go ahead and center align this text. In fact, we want to center align everything because we have what our artboard is showing us, right? So we're going to take this type, continue to be selected on it, and we're going to go to our align window. So go to Window, Align, and if you go to this bottom part, you can see Align to Selection, Align to Key Object, and Align to Artboard. We're going to align to our artboard, so we're going to horizontally align it to the center, and we're going to vertically align it to the center. And it should make that box align. Now granted, my box is huge, and I didn't fill it up. So if I make it smaller and I center align it, it's going to be closer to the center. So what about adding just a little bit of decoration to it? So if you just wanted to come over to your rectangle tool and add a pretty little stroke line like this, okay, so it immediately becomes a rectangle. Come over and swap your fill and stroke. Let's double click on that stroke and change it to white and push OK. Using my selection tool to select off of it. You can see I've got a thin white line. If you want it thicker, select on it, go to Window and Stroke, and go ahead and pull down and choose a fatter stroke line. Okay, and maybe I change this type as well, and all you have to do is come over and double click on your fill, change it also to white, and push OK with your color picker. And that's it, you guys. That's all you had to do to get it ready for Instagram. Okay, so you can't upload an AI file, right? So all you have to do is do a file, export, and you can export for screens or export as. I'm going to do an export as, and you can see you can change or save this as a JPEG, which is what you're going to want to do, okay? And then push export, and because we're doing this for a screen, it is going to want to be, you're going to want to set it up as RGB. I like my files at 10, so the maximum, and go ahead and leave your resolution at 300 and push OK. And that's it. You should get a JPEG file that you can airdrop onto your phone, or you can put it into files and add it to your phone. And there it is. Super easy way to create your own cute files for Instastories.